Hi Twish, 1999, and actually in response to all Facebook friends as well who want to participate in this, one of my YouTube friends, Twish 1999, did a 20 question list, and I'm participating as well. So this is my response. Alright, so number one is, how many keys are there on your keychain? These are my keys. There's a filthy looking white leopard on it, or that leopards have spots, so obviously it's a tiger. There's my car keys. There's a key to my aunt's house, who's about 2 houses over. There's a key to a post office box that's no longer usable because my mom doesn't use the post office box anymore. There's a key that I have no idea what it is. I usually keep little trinkets on my keychain. Especially here in Utah, Twish, and others. And, you know, we get this out in America a lot. We get these little tags, you know, like if we're going to the grocery store. So these are just little tags, you know, to get discounts, that type of thing. And, I might add, I have 2 keychains, so let's hope you can see me, 2 keychains on my keys that were created by one of my clients, one of the disabled clients that I serve where I work. This is a frog, and this is, I guess she said it was a lizard or a gecko. But she made these herself, and she sells them. She's a really sweet lady, so this is, you know, what I have in my keychain. Alright. Number 2, do I own an iPod? No, I unfortunately do not. I have an MP3 player, which is okay, but I would rather have an iPod. So I think it'd be nice, maybe something to think about in the future. Number 3, what time do you set your alarm clock for? I don't have a regular alarm clock. I actually use my phone, and it's pretty funny because I usually plug it in on a nightly basis, and I use this alarm. If I can get my sound settings. Here we go, sound settings. Let's see. Call sounds. Call ringtone. And this is the one that wakes me up every morning, and it's usually on snooze. And I usually set it up around like, usually about like 5:30 in the morning for the first set, and then I have a second alarm, which is around, shame on me, around 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't go to work until 9, but I have to get up, you know, to wake my kids up and that type of thing. So here's my alarm. You can hear it. Let's see if it'll play. Okay, play it again. Can you tell what that is? That's Homer going, "Do!" Yep, there we go. Do! Gotta love it. So, alright, okay, shut up. Oh. Okay, but that's what I listen to every morning, and you can imagine that that sound is annoying and definitely gets me up in the morning. And it's kind of how I feel about mornings. I'm not really a morning person, so I'm more of a night owl. Okay, so number 4, where do you buy your food from? Well, I usually go to Smith's. Also out here, we also have Target and Walmart, and which is kind of convenient because that means you can do more than just do your grocery shopping and obviously, you know, get other things as well. But I'll shop in those places. I usually like to go to Smith's, though, because they have what's called a Smith's card. I know that we've changed our cards now to where you start getting points. But, like, this kind of shows, you know, our little Smith's cards, and, you know, you get discounts, and it seems to be the most convenient, but I usually go there. So there's, like, just one that's up the street from where I live here, so. Alright, number 5, would you rather be in a picture or take a picture? I'd rather take pictures because taking pictures is kind of unpredictable. It's kind of fun. You never know, even if you've got an angle on what you're doing, exactly what you're getting. It's kind of exciting. You know, so taking pictures are fun. If I'm in a picture, I'm only happy if you got my best angle. I probably have no good angles, but otherwise, you know, I know that I've packed on some weight over the years, so you know how pictures tend to make you look fatter, or film makes you look fatter, so I probably look like Jabba the Hutt here. So I usually, you know, I'm more into taking pictures. Okay, number 6 is, do I wear flip-flops in the cold? In the winter, I've not been known to. I'm kind of a coward when it comes to wearing like flip-flops in the winter. I'm putting on the socks and putting on the boots, and and I kind of prefer that though, because I'm actually into fall weather and like wearing the really neat, stylish leather shoes, that type of thing. So I don't do that so much. I mean, but definitely in the summer, very earthy girl, and love to wear the flip-flops and other things, but I'd have to say no on that one. Okay, number 7, if you won the lottery, what would be the first thing that you would buy? I would buy a new car, a better car than what I've got right now. And I can't say what kind of car I got. I'm kind of family-oriented, so it'd probably be an SUV, or, I've actually thought about one of those VW vans, which I think are actually pretty awesome. But if I can invest or something, I would rather pay off my debt. I've got a lot of financial debt from going to school, and help to pay my mother's debt off and my father's debt, and, just basically take care of family. I'm actually in a pretty decent home that I'm happy in, so yeah, definitely probably a car. Alright, do you take any medication to help you sleep? No, I do not, and I'm glad I don't. I don't really need medication, but I am kind of a night owl. There's some times that I have a hard time falling asleep, but not really a big fan of medication. I don't feel that it's the best thing, to try to get to sleep. I've seen too many, I've heard about too many situations about how it can be, become problematic, and no, I don't take medication to go to sleep. So, let's see, number 9. Do I have any regrets? I do. I know everybody has regrets. People do. We all have things that we wish we had done. Mine in particular is I'm going through a divorce now, finally, and kind of the regret of marrying the wrong man and wishing that I had married the right one, whoever that is, whoever Mr. Right is. But that's about the only regret that I have. Otherwise I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy and blessed that I have children, my 2 children, and so, yeah, that's about the only regret I have, is just, not marrying the right man. So, let's see, when did you laugh so hard that it made your sides hurt? Well, the last time I had a really good laugh is I spent some time with some friends that I knew in high school, that some I hadn't seen in over 20 years. And anyways, we did something the other night on Friday, and we just absolutely had so much fun, and just everything that they were doing was just so funny. They were just so wonderful to be around. It was so uplifting spiritually, and laughed so hard. But everybody loves to laugh. Recently had a real good laugh when I'm like watching things that are kind of gross, that you're wondering, should I watch this or not? And really gross. My way of dealing with things is that I laugh really hard, because it helps me to cope, I guess. And it was funny, I was laughing so hard at this thing was like somebody popping a cyst or something, with something that one of my Facebook friends had put on his profile. And my daughter ran downstairs wondering what was wrong with me, why I was laughing so hard. And I showed it to her, and the look on her face was absolutely classic, and I laughed even harder. It was pretty bad, but, alright,